Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic with Lyte. Today, we're going to do the subreddit creation challenge, and it's number 3. Number 1 was the boots. Number 2, Evil Knievel. This one, number 3, is bringing down the wall. So what I built is an epic castle! What? It's an epic castle. No, it's not made out of fruit boxes, it's an epic castle. And what we're going to do is bring down them walls. The design process went through a couple of iterations. I originally wanted to build a big old trebuchet that hurled a little castle at a big castle. Didn't work. Trebuchets are complicated, and the way they're supposed to work doesn't strictly work in Scrap Mechanic as far as I can tell. And I just couldn't get enough oomph into the payload. Then I was like, oh, trebuchet, it's very similar to a catapult. Let's make a catapult. They're really boring. You just strap some rockets to it and pow! It throws a thing. I know somebody made one of those. It's a catapult. It throws a thing. That's fine. Then I was like, well, how about we put it on its side? And I turned it into a giant golf club. Whack! Hits the thing. Didn't throw it very far at all. Should have known better. I did that episode on the Newton's Cradle. You don't transfer a lot of force when you hit things in this game. So hitting it with the golf club just didn't work. So then, well, I decided to blow it up. Boom. With a bomb. Now it doesn't look like much from in here. And it looks like it might just be a drill. It's got a couple of things spiraling up. It's got warning tape all over the place. And it's got a couple of controllers. One attached to the bottom, one attached to the top. Certainly doesn't look like a bomb. There are no thrusters, no springs, no engines. Just a couple of controllers. Controllers are pretty darn slow. You're probably wondering, what on earth is this going to do? Unless you're defiling Soul. He built this. I took my design kind of from what he showed, but he didn't show how to actually build it. Someone asked for a tutorial and he never made one, so I had to reverse engineer the idea. This is roughly the shape it was in. His was definitely different, though. But it gets roughly the same effect. So hopefully, when we come out here, we can make this lovely castle fall over. It's not going to disappear. It's not that great of a bomb. Now, in a world that doesn't have epic levels of castle going on, you have 2 buttons. One to prime it, and one to detonate it. But that would assume complete accurate physics. But with an epic castle, the physics are iffy at best. So when I hit the green button, it's supposed to prime it, but it's going to start exploding right away. Hopefully, it doesn't explode in a way that will cause it to not explode correctly later. So let's give it a shot, and if any of you don't like PowerPoint levels of frames in games, look away now. And here we are, slideshow quality. Chugging along. Okay, eventually they will freak out enough to start hitting the boxes. Like so. And they hit pretty hard for being tiny little things. Oh, this is one of the best explosions I've gotten. It's done a decent job, and this is just in the priming phase. And it's pretty solidly destroyed the castle. Let's hit the detonator. Oh, and it actually counteracted the bomb. Because what it's supposed to do is stay stuck inside of these pylons. Oh, I see. It got a bit piled up in here. So it's having some issues. But if we manage to get rid of one of these pylons in a way that will let it escape, it'll explode like it's supposed to. This is what the glitch bomb does. It goes a bit haywire, and The physics make it go everywhere at once. And now you can see the shrapnel's gone. Where did it go? Up into the sky. The device, I believe, tripped the underground, hey, how did you get underground mechanism that then teleports you up into the sky. But they're still attached to the bearings that are still up here, so it stays where it gets teleported, and it keeps exploding up there. And it just keeps exploding until it hits it again, and it just keeps going further and further up. And for some reason, it breaks these buttons. But makes for a nice laser show. Because it's still attached. You can still see the various connections as it's flying around like mad. But our wall is sufficiently destroyed, and you can see we got some good air on some of these boxes. All the way down there. Decent distance over there. All the way down there. So we did a pretty good job of destroying these walls. We didn't just push it over. Oh, it's on the ground now. No, it's gone. Scattered all over in what appears to be a pretty good demonstration of the normal distribution. Bivariate, mind you. Nice clump in the middle, a few outliers going out. Pretty random all in all. So if you ever wanted to know what a bivariate normal looks like, it looks kind of like this one, instantiated with fruit boxes. But that's my entry for the Scrap Mechanic Creation Challenge number 3, Bring Down the Wall. I'm fairly confident I'm not going to win, because I'm up against the Kool-Aid Man! Who's going to beat the Kool-Aid Man, really? There's a catapult, there's, let's see, what else did we have? A wrecking ball. There was a drill. The drill is really cool. You need to go watch the drill. So if you've only got time to watch 2 of these other than mine, watch the drill and the Kool-Aid Man, and you'll probably agree Kool-Aid Man's going to win. But that's all I've got for this episode. I just finished finals week, so hopefully I'll be able to put out more episodes more often. But for now, I will see you in the next episode of Scrap Mechanic with Lyte.